Yo, Animatormon here, with a review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Season 1, Episode 5, Nano. Spoiler warning. The episode begins with a monologue from Donatello. He basically just states that they're in trouble as we witness a giant robot chase them. After the intro, we find ourselves at some sort of science lab. Here, a scientist is working on something called Nano. More specifically, tiny nanobots that work together as a hive mind. She tests it by having it reassemble some mechanical objects.
Oh, please. I thought this was fixed. The mental structure of the hive mind is equivalent to that of a 3-year-old child, to facilitate absorbing new information. It's personifying again.
Oh no, it's grown self-aware. Run for your lives! After the scientist leaves, Nano uses the robot to drill his way out and escape. We cut to a con man selling toy robots on the street. When a man buys one for his son, the con man steals his wallet. The toy robot almost immediately falls apart. The con man runs to an alley, which is where he runs into Nano. Or assaulted, depends on your perspective. Nano then uses the toy robots in addition to his robot body. He then calls the con man Daddy. This is possibly a reflection of how the child called his father Daddy. Meanwhile, we have the Turtles and Casey arriving at April's place. April has requested them over to help move things and other stuff. Here is where Casey and April meet for the first time.
You're not a turtle.
What? He isn't?
Hey, nice junk.
It was my dad's. The shop, I mean. I'm reopening it.
Easy there, April. Casey's very sensitive when it comes to shops owned by fathers. Anyway, as the conversation continues, Casey starts unintentionally insulting her, which leads to an argument. Great start to that relationship. The con man starts talking to Nano when he gets an idea. He asks Nano to help him with something.
Daddy!
You want a daddy? You do what I tell you. I'll be your daddy.
That sounded so wrong. That night, Nano takes apart the alarm and lock to a jewelry store, allowing the con man to rob it. The con man is starting to like Nano. Hearing about the robbery, April becomes nervous. She has the turtles come over to ensure nothing gets stolen. Casey is also there, although staying outside as lookout. The con man finds himself in front of April's shop. He then has Nano help him break in. Good job, guys. Good job.
Of course, with your face, I can't tell if you're smiling or what.
Nano then grabs some masks as they make their escape. Casey confronts them and starts roughing up the con man. Nano gets scared and uses a nearby car to turn into a bigger robot. He then smacks Casey right into a wall. The commotion wakes up the turtles, who quickly run outside.
Hey, what is that? Donnie? Insufficient data, boss.
Insufficient data? Are you a robot? Nano and the turtles fight. Nano then grabs the con man and runs off.
So, did I win?
No, you were pretty useless. Don finds and studies a piece of Nano. He learns that Nano is made up of nanobots. The turtles mention how Nano seemed to act like a child, as well as his weakness, heat. The turtles give chase, leaving Casey behind due to his injuries. We cut to a junkyard where Nano has brought the con man. He tells Nano that he's proud of him, which seems to make Nano happy. Interesting how this robot seems to have real emotions. They plan to leave town. The turtles and Nano start fighting. The turtles come up with a plan to stop Nano. Don is able to get into a magnetic crane and grab Nano.
No! Kid! Are you alright?
No, I don't think he is. The con man shuts down the crane.
No! No! can't believe you're gone. My one real lucky break, and I broke you. I'm sorry.
The cops show up and arrest the con man. The turtles talk about how bad they feel about what happened to Nano. Don adds that it was just too bad he had such a rotten parent. They arrive at April's to find her and Casey arguing, and that's the end of the episode. I really like this one. It's a big improvement on last episode. The stuff with Nano and the con man is great. It shows the effect that parents can have on their children, especially if that child is looking for approval of said parent. Nano does what he does not because he cares about the crimes taking place, but simply because he wants his father to be proud of him. It's genuinely heartbreaking to see how sad the con man gets about losing Nano. Whether he's sad because he grew to care about Nano, or he just hated losing something so useful, I think it's up to interpretation. There's plenty there to argue for both. The only real complaint I have is, oddly enough, the main cast. I actually found their involvement in this episode to be intrusive. It would have been more enjoyable if the entire episode was framed around Nano and the con man's relationship. I'm not liking Casey any more than last episode. He just comes off as obnoxious. He and April arguing just sort of annoyed me. It is admirable, though, that he still insists on helping her out, even after their argument. I hope they expand upon that. Overall, a very good episode. I hope they keep it up.
Catch you on the flip side.